Okay, so guys, what's up? This is like one of those rap videos. Ladies and gentlemen, Wei Koh from the Raking Revolution, how are you? Here in Wisma Atria on the first day that Singapore has lifted the lockdown restrictions, so I'm allowed to congregate safely here. And I want to show you the new TAG Heuer Boutique. So they've done a renovation of the TAG Heuer Boutique. They've also got the brand new Aquaracer diving watch in there, so come take a look with me, come on. Guys, so inside of the freshly renovated TAG Heuer Boutique, and I wanted to show you around. So right here in this case, we've got the Aquaracer for women, which has also the new model, which has just been released, which I want to talk to you a little bit more about later. But let's come over here. So in this case, we've got the Carrera family. You can come closer, that's fine. And then we've got the Aquaracer for men. And the thing to take away here is that these three watches are the new model, right? So you can tell because they've got the 12-sided bezel, and they've got the horizontal lines with the sunray dials on them, which are really beautiful. But this watch is one of the current models, I guess, or the outgoing model, but I would suggest that anyone that really wants a dope watch come down and buy that right now, because that is the outgoing Aquaracer Bamford Special Edition in grade 2 titanium sandblasted, and that's an incredibly dope watch, right? What else can I show you? So here we have the Monacos, we have some Ottavias here, and then we have the F1s here. And I think the other thing that's really cool about what they've done with this boutique is they now have a service center right inside of the boutique where you can come in and get your watch service, get your bracelet resized, get anything you want taken care of. So that's it, guys. Why don't I step over here? You can have a look. Got this wonderful sales ambassador here as well, right? Excellent. What's the house drink when you come into TAG Heuer?
We do provide drinks and coffee, but of course, due to the current pandemic, we can't, but we definitely attend our classes.
So, in the future, when the pandemic has been alleviated, you can come in and even have a coffee, a water, talk to people as well. They can walk you through the collection, and I think it's always really fun to have that conversation. The thing that's really nice about Singapore and about the watch scene here is really about promoting watch culture. So you come here, have a conversation just to learn, right? What's going on, guys? Wei Koh from Revolution here. I don't know if anyone's been watching the Stanley Tucci television series on Italy, but I just absolutely love it. I think it's because I have such a pent-up desire to travel, and I was just watching this morning this episode where he goes to Naples and eats all this amazing looking pizza. So on behalf of Stanley Tucci, ciao ragazzi, benvenuti a TAG Heuer, and that's about all the Italian I know. So I want to show you a watch that I think is really, really cool, and it's the new Aquaracer. So, and there you go, right? So as you guys know, this watch was launched this year, and the Aquaracer's been around for a while. It's been around since 2004. But this watch, which has been completely redesigned by Frédéric Arnault and Guy Bovet, is one of my favorite releases for this year. And why? It's because it is a dive watch that's completely unique in design. So if you think about it, every dive watch that I can imagine has basically the same configuration, right? It usually has a round dial, a round bezel, round indexes, and probably a lollipop hand for the second hand as well. So it's all very round. What I love about the TAG Heuer Aquaracer is it kind of defies all of that and goes in a completely different direction. And it goes for sort of angularity and straight lines. In fact, if you look at it, bezel's 12-sided, the crown is 12-sided, the case back is 12-sided as well, which is incidentally bayonet fitted into the case back so that the logo is always upright. It's got a scap hander, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's one of those old-fashioned kind of diving helmets in the back of that, which I think is really cool. Continuing on the sort of linear theme as well, you've got horizontal lines for the decoration of the dial, and then you've got 8-sided luminous plots as well for the hour, which I think is really cool, and you've got big prominent sword hands for the hours and minutes. Now, I think what's really cool about this watch, so in Singapore dollars, the basic model starts at 3,950, right? Is that TAG Heuer decided, like, look, I just want to blow away the competition in terms of a value proposition, right? I just want to make a watch that is that much doper and it gives you so much cool stuff, but at a really accessible price point, which actually, if you think about it from a diving watch perspective, is really cool because even though the majority of diving watches started as tool watches, today they're all so expensive if you can get them, because most of them, from the major brands are going for massive premiums on the secondary market as well, that you would be very hesitant to probably go diving with them. And I say this also as a guy who is going to the Maldives next month because we've opened a shop there, but at some point I probably want to go diving as well, right? And so I want to have a watch that's really cool that I can wear hanging out, that people think is dope, but then I can also jump in the water with it and actually probably go diving with it as well. And I think that watch will be the TAG Heuer Aquaracer. The other thing that's cool about this watch as well is that you've got a really cool light signature. So you've got a ceramic bezel with luminous minute indexes in there for your elapsed dive time. Okay, everyone knows that this is actually kind of a rarity in dive watches. There's only 3 watches in existence that have that, and now the entire Aquaracer family has that, which I think is amazing. And again, huge value proposition. What's even cooler about it is they separated the light signature for the time telling and for the dive information. So all the stuff that's related to diving, so your minute hand and all the indexes on the bezel glow blue in the dark, and everything related to time, which is the hour hand and all the indexes for the 12 plots that are on the dial, they glow green. So what's really cool is when you go into the water, immediately you've got a really strong separation of information. Again, like this over performance for at this price point. You've got a micro adjuster here, right? And this adjusts the watch bracelet up to 1.5 cm, which I think is incredibly practical, especially for a climate like Singapore. Singapore, you're in an air-conditioned environment, your wrist tends to shrink. Then you go outdoors and it's like scorchingly hot and like 100% humidity and your wrist tends to swell. So the great thing about this is that you can, there you go, it's midpoint right there, so that's about 0.75 cm, and then you go all the way in, and that's 1.5 cm. That's a huge amount of micro adjustment, and it's very intuitive use, just slides like that, right? And so this entire watch is grade 2 titanium, which gives it this beautiful sort of matte finish to it. I think the other watch that I really liked that was in this material was the Aquaracer that was designed by my friend George Bamford, which broke the internet when it was released. And actually there's one piece here in the Singapore boutique, so if you're interested in that watch, come down and get it. So let's put it on. And there you go, right? So as you can see, I've got some green elements in my ensemble today and my shirt, and I think it actually goes really well, right? So there's an adaptability to the watch I think is really nice. You can wear it into dinner, you can wear it for a cocktail, you can wear it hanging out in the city, and then at the same time you can jump into the water with it. So maximum adaptability, over performance for its price point, and just a cool original look. TAG Heuer Aquaracer. Peace, guys.